always inevitably lead you to the your desired end. So that I think that's all about it. And I'm also sorry to say that we are not very well educated. And because all those things, all those habits, those behavior are due to our lack of education. It's not totally our fault
Yes.
because our parents were not really aware of the impact of such things on the psychological development to begin with, and also the physical impact on the development of children in our society today. And so, yeah, we are drifting actually, and we need to stop earlier this this trend for it not to amplify in the future, really. And yeah, we need to start with the parents and also act in the same time on kids, teenagers, like everyone. Yeah. So
Wow. Wow, you put it very well. And I'm very happy because you started diving into the theme, the topic we want to talk about, living from the end. Living from the end, actually, this is where your future self lies. Okay? And you gotta tap into your future self. Your future self is perfect. It is like your DNA. Your DNA is perfect. It requires no improvements. And this is where you get everything that you are, let's say, aiming for, right? For your kid as well. So that's what it takes to live, okay, to live from the end. The
yeah.
end is the perfection. The end is the solution, right? The end is where everything turn out, everything work out perfectly for you, and you get it. And for this to happen, we're gonna think in a certain way and act in a certain way. Act as if it's already happened. Act as if I'm already become who I intend to become. Act as if I already and I mean behave like it is already here. That's live in the present moment. That's why we call it present because it's a gift actually, right? And and you know what? Yes, we were not taught about that in school. We were not taught.
Yeah.
And that's the I mean the tragedy for me, right? How come that this powerful material knowledge, which turns to be the secret of life, that is not taught in school? Yes, we were not taught. And it is not our fault, it's not their fault. And you right when you said that, right? So it is a great battle, a great struggle. Because when you face challenges in real life, you realize that something is missing. There is a missing piece. But despite your great degrees, despite your high knowledge, you are drifting. That's where you've come to realize that something is missing. Then you have to learn, you have to study the mechanism, the material. And there are very few, the people who master who are conscious, okay, about it like you. That's why we're gonna pay you a huge tribute, okay, for the fact that you are really dedicated. And I will beyond you, I wanna really congratulate all those who join us, okay, from different parts of the world, putting aside the okay occupation, etc. And are really, let's say, excited to learn new things, how to make things happen. Okay. It won't
Mhm.
happen overnight. But when you stay the course, when you persevere, you're gonna get results. So I mean, a heartfelt gratitude to you, Dr. Meda, for really breaking down this great formula of life. And I have no doubt that working shoulder to shoulder, we're gonna reach more people, particularly in Africa, in our continent, Africa. Yes, because the majority of people in the West, they are aware, okay, of that. Yes, let's get real. They are aware. They may be putting it into practice perfectly, but they are aware of it. There is a global consciousness over there. But here it is quite different. People are not even aware. It is the one thing to know, okay, to learn about the truth. And the second thing is put into action. But we're not even aware about the truth. And in the Bible, it is clearly written that you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Most of us we are slaves. Yes, we are not free. Let's confess that we're not free. Most of us are not probably living the way we want to live. No, we not. There is a no. You've come to realize that you are not real. Imagine, think about your wild goals, your wild dreams when you were a kid. Think about it. Are you turning those dreams into reality? Probably no. That means that something is
The-
missing.
that that
Yeah.
that is so important that I think that every parent should know that because we over time, I guess, because of life, the day-to-day
Yes.
challenges, we 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 lose faith. And I think unlike children, and it has nothing to do with the intellect, actually.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because when you put in your intellect, you miss it.
Yes. Missing.
So we need to believe like a kid.
Yes.
And it's harder when you leave your intellect
Yes.
take the control. So yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. I agree with you. 100%. Yes, it's not about our intellect.
Yeah.
It is about our emotional state, our feelings, the way we feel, the way we feel. Yes. See,
And
and
you said
and
it
Dr. Meda, you said something that this is I wanna recommend you because you're very dear to my heart. Everyone here, please, if you wanna save the future of your kids, introduce them to this material early. See, I can tell you, I mean, you can witness, okay, what I'm saying. And recently, I ordered some books, okay, and I am about to order a number of books.
already delivered, I can tell
Yes,
you.
thanks to
And
you.
so you will get them very
Yes,
soon.
thanks to you, I'm about to order new books. This is the power of awareness. This is Liquid Luck, the Good Fortune Handbook. It is about money. How to earn money honestly. We were not taught about the great things of life. Money, how to earn money honestly. We were not taught. You see,
Mhm.
my father knew the secret, right? This is from Brian Proton. Ask, how to ask, change your paradigm, change your life. The ABC of success. Can you? The art of living, psycho-cybernetics, right? Chicken soup for pharaohs, right? From Jack Canfield. Can you really think and grow rich from Rami Elbachoy? And many more. Think and grow rich, and they still more than 20 bestsellers.
I'm
studying them seriously.
smiling because
And now you know what? You know the results, you know the outcome. I'm getting a clear path of my life. I know exactly what I'm going to do in the next 10, 20, even 50 years. I know. I know my definite chief aim of life. You know, and that's what it takes to succeed. So we want to teach this material to our kids. I am training my kids, my little kids, okay? By the age of 5, they will be brilliant in English and they will start studying all this material. You're gonna see how they will succeed. Believe me, it doesn't take your intellect. Doesn't matter. It is good if you are smart, but it doesn't matter because we have a number of people out there who are not so smart as us, as we are, but they are succeeding. They are making happen. Something is wrong. They are earning big money, honestly. And they are
mm,
living a thriving, they are living a good life. They have thriving businesses. How come that they can make such a good life without being so smart as we are? Okay. So we're gonna kick off. Thank you very much, dear Dr. Meda. This is a series of webinars we're going to run, okay, over the year. Believe me, every Saturday, okay? And no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you can join us and contribute because it is not classic webinar. It is something that we develop, okay? We dive into in tiny details, right? And we get insight from books, okay? Those who succeeded, those who accomplished whatever it is that we want to accomplish. And it is a platform, it is a place where we inspire one another, right? And joining me is Dr. Muriel. Actually, she's the host. Me, I'm the co-host. So she's going to introduce me a little bit. Introduce the webinar, and we're gonna get it going. Okay, Dr. Muriel, I want to welcome you. Actually, it is your role. So,
Yes,
uh, yes, please. Thank you very much. You are so
you're
amazing.
welcome.
You
Thank you.
look amazing. Yes. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Coach. You too. Good
Thank you
evening,
very much.
everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this webinar. We are so happy to be together to learn about living from the end, the farthest way to achieve our goal. So we are so happy to be with our coach, our brilliant coach, Coach Jerome, which took his time to prepare a wonderful topic for us. And I think this webinar began a little bit with Dr. Meda. Thank you so much. And we will give the floor to our brilliant coach, Coach Jerome. Welcome, everyone. And Coach Jerome, you have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words, perfect words of introduction. I wanna say a big thank you, and I want to acknowledge your precious contribution, right? Your noteworthy contribution. To this series of webinars. And beyond me, I want to expand my deepest gratitude to all the attendees, particularly Dr. Meda from Germany, Dr. Ajiba, Dr. Cardinal. And we have new faces here, Dr. Elodie. Welcome back. Dr. Akuno, welcome, welcome, welcome. So welcome everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and I want to talk about such a magnificent concept, which is living from the end. Living from the end, it is such a beautiful concept that you can't afford to misunderstand. And and the way we want to proceed is not like, okay, a PowerPoint presentation that we used to do, but now we want to back up our talk with a bestseller. Okay, I don't know if um, you heard about Napoleon Hill. Okay, particularly his bestseller Think and Grow Rich. So we're gonna work on study this book in depth. Okay, and get insight from it. But before diving into the book, I want to say a word about the concept. Living from the end is your field, is actually where it is your future self, okay? Because what you need to know is that your future self is perfect, right? It is like it is your DNA. Your DNA, it is perfect. It requires no improvement. It is called within you. So living from the end is like, okay, you put yourself in the conditions, whether it is physical condition, emotional condition, etc., to live, okay, in the present moment, whatever it is that you set as goals. The meaning of the concept of living from the end. For instance, if I want to, I don't know, if I want to, I want to build a thriving business. For instance, it's just an example, right? A business that I intend to impact, I propose to impact um, thousands of people across the globe, right? From now on, I will be seeing myself as CEO of this business right now because it's already done in the spiritual world. Okay, everything is done. No matter you can conceive in your mind. That's what Napoleon Hill said. He said, no matter you can conceive, no matter the mind, whatever the mind can conceive and believe it, the mind can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. It may require some time, okay, to be manifested. But if you are stick to it, it will move into form. There is no question about it, right? So this is your future self. You tap into the power of your future self and you bring it into reality. You call it into existence. Okay, so you want to build a thriving business. You see yourself as the CEO of the business. You can imagine through your what we call your your higher faculties like perception, like imagination. These are the tools we've been given, okay, by God to change our realities. So through your imagination, you can think way far ahead, okay? How you will be working with your team, your perfect team, your coworkers, etc., etc. Okay, the kind of dress, and it starts with how you dress. You're gonna look, amazing, right? You're gonna put good clothes. Most of the time, we tend to harbor clothes when we have good evidence. No, since I learned about this material, every time I'm well dressed, whether I'm at home, at an event, attending a seminar, etc., I am well dressed because this is what it takes. My future self, I want to be a CEO. A CEO won't dress like anyone. It's all the CEO you can see, okay, across the country and the world, they are well dressed, They are taking care of themselves. You know, you're gonna start taking care of yourself because it is all about you and only you. It's not about, it has nothing to do with being selfish. No, but it's all about you. You're gonna take care of yourself, your environment, right? That's where you start bringing into existence your future self, living from the end. Everyone should incorporate this powerful knowledge and material into your daily life, into your existence, into your realities. Okay. So I'm gonna share with you my screen, okay? Because this is very powerful. Okay. We're gonna study this book, and like I shared previously, we have tons of book we're gonna study, but this one is the foundation, right? So this is Think and Grow Rich. I'm gonna skip the outlines, okay, and the author, prefect, etc. Okay, and we wanna jump on the first chapter, introduction. So I don't know if you wanna help me to read, otherwise I can afford to read, but it is good if you can contribute. Okay, so anyone volunteer here who wanna read, please take it away. Yes.
Okay. Chapter 1.
Yes, Doctor.
Introduction. The man who fought his way into partnership with Thomas Edison.
Yes, and let me say something. Thomas, you know about his story. Thomas Alva Edison was the guy who invented the bulb, okay, lampola incandescence, and he made it happen after failing, I think 10,000. So he's not just anyone. He's one of the greatest inventors of mankind. Okay. Yes, go ahead. Thank you.
Really, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that, when they are mixed with definitiveness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their relationship.
For the translation into riches. Hello?
Yes, with the translation into riches or other material objects. A little more than 30 years ago, Edwin Barnes discovered how true it is that men really to think and grow rich. He discovered did not come about at one sitting. It came little by little, beginning with a burning desire to become a business associate of a great editor.
Yes, so let me explain. You know what, Mr. Edwin, he was nothing. He was, his way was not working. Okay, his way was not working, and he was sick. So he couldn't. There was uh, any way for him to reach his goals. But these guys, he came to realize that folks are things, and it is the fact that folks are things. Whatever you are thinking about, it will manifest. No matter your religions, no matter your spirituality, but if you think about it, most of the time, if you think about it, most of the time, you're gonna bring it into existence. So this guy purposed to meet Thomas Edison. And I just emphasized that he was the greatest inventor. Okay? And how come that he could, without money, without reputation, without nothing? He has nothing at all. But with the burning desire he wanted to work with such a great inventor. Mhm.
So one of the chief characteristics of Banner's desire was that it was definite. He wanted to work with Edison, not for him. Observe carefully the description of how he went about translating his desire into reality, and you will have a better understanding of the 13 principles which lead to wish. When this desire or impulse of thought first flashed into his mind, he was in no position to act upon it. Two difficulties stood in his way. He did not know Mr. Edison, and he did not have enough money to pay his railroad fare to Orange, New Jersey. These difficulties were sufficient to have discouraged the majority of men from making any attempt to carry out the desire.
Perfect. Truly describe these difficulties arising in his path will be sufficient for many of us to quit, to give up on achieving our goals. It is too difficult. I can't do that. Oh, I'm suffering. I'm in a hardship. I can't do it. I can't afford to get it going. This is our talk. Okay, so we self-sabotage. Dr. Meda talked about it early in the call, right? Yes. But this guy, he was so precise, clear. So one thing that you want to mention, you want to take into account when it comes to success, it is clarity. So what do you really want? What do you really want? Your wish, your goal should not be vague. No. Okay. What do you want? I want to earn 1 million per month. I want to turn my monthly, my annual income into monthly income. So your goal should be precise. Otherwise, it is nothing than a wish. Is nothing than a wish. So you're gonna be clearly state your goal, okay, and desire it from within you. Really desire it. And when adversities, because no matter who you are, no matter what you are pursuing, adversity may come, adversity may happen. You may encounter adversity. It is a must, it is mandatory. It is mandatory that you're going to encounter adversity. So get ready and be aware of the fact that no matter it is your goal, you're going to encounter adversity. And never quit when adversity happen, when adversity, arise. Okay? Okay, let me read. But his way was, but he was his way, sorry, but his was no ordinary desire. He was so determined to find a way to carry out his desire that he finally decided to travel by blind baggage, okay, rather than be defeated. Today, uninitiated, this means that he went to East Orange on a freight train. He presented himself as Mr. Edison's laboratory and announced he had come to go into business with the inventor. In speaking of the first meeting between Wallace and Edison years later, Mr. Edison said he stood there before me, looking like an ordinary tramp, but there was something in the expression of his face which conveyed the impression that he was determined to get what he had come after. I had learned from years of experience that with men that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that he is willing to stick his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he's sure to win. Yes, I gave himself the opportunity he asked for because I saw he had made up his mind to stand by until he succeeded. Subsequent events proved that no mistake was made. Powerful. Just what young Barnes said to Mr. Edison on that occasion was far less important than that which he thought. Edison himself said so. It could not have been the young man's appearance which got him his smart his start in the Edison office. For that was definitely against him. Can you imagine that? So your physical appearance has nothing to do with your success, well, with your true potential, with the dying. I mean, with the lion, okay, inside of you. It has nothing to do with you, right? It was what he fought. Fact content. It is what you think. That's most content. It's what counts. What you think and how you feel. These are the secrets. What you think and how you feel. Okay? If the significance of this statement could be conveyed to every person who reads this, there would be no need for the remainder of this book. So powerful. It is so true and so misunderstood. And let me tell you that it is all about energy that you rate it, okay? The energy that you release, okay, in your environment. So when people see you, when they can perceive, they can feel your energy, even though you are far away from them. So it has nothing to do with your physical reality, physical appearance, right? If you have the right goal, if you are clear about it, conscious and precious, and you think ready about it, and you feel about it, you're gonna get it happen. So Barnes did not get his partnership with Edison on his first interview. Can you imagine that? For the first time, he didn't get it. Okay, he didn't get an interview. He didn't get it. You know, at that time, and this is the puzzle, this is the pitfalls for many of us. When we desire something, but for the first attempt, we didn't get it, you know, and the despair comes in. I try so hard, but it's not working. Oh my gosh, I am exhausted. Okay? So when you start, when doubt, okay, starts, the flooding you start feeding, you start, let's say, taking control of who you are, then you lose the game because it's completely takes faith to make it happen completely. Okay? He did get a chance to work in the Edison offices at a very nominal wage, doing work that was unimportant to Edison, but most important to Barnes because it gave him an opportunity to display his merchandise, okay, where his intended partner could see. You see? So this is a little bit opportunity. But he didn't reject it. He grasped the opportunity, and because he knew that somehow it will happen sooner or later. Okay, months went by. Apparently, nothing happened to bring the coveted goal which Barnes had set up in his mind as his definite major purpose. But something important was happening in Barnes' mind. He was constantly intensifying his desire to become the business associate of Edison. You see, So in his mind, he was playing the game of becoming the business associate of Edison. In the reality, it didn't happen yet. But sure, in his mind, he was playing the film, the movie, right, of being the Edison associate. He was playing that movie constantly, right? Constantly. So he emotionalized, not just intellectually, no, but it's about emotion. He emotionalized with the goal, with being the business associate of Edison. Psychologists have correctly said that when one is truly ready for a thing, it speaks in its appearance. Barnes was ready for a business association with Edison. Moreover, he was determined to remain ready until he got that which he was seeking. He did not say to himself, well, what's the use? What's the use? I guess I'll change my mind and try for a salesman job. But he did say, I came here. Hey, and listen, I came here to go into business with Edison, and I will accomplish this end if it takes the remainder of my life, the remainder of my life, le reste de ma vie. Can you imagine that? I mean, it is. This is so powerful. He said, I came here to go into business with Edison, and I'll accomplish this end if it takes the remainder of my life. He meant it. What a different story man would have to tell if only they would adopt a definite purpose and stand by that purpose until it has time to become an all-consuming obsession. My goodness. My goodness. And I couldn't say it better. I couldn't say it better. It is so clear. You know, don't settle for the minimum just because your goal is not manifesting. Many of us are settling for the minimum. Yes. Okay, since I want this, but it's not happening yet. Okay, I'm gonna choose the alternative. I'm gonna choose this one because it's so quick. No, he said that it could take the remainder of his life. My goodness, this patience gives me faith. Yes, it's nurture my faith. The remainder of my life. Can you imagine that? So he was burning with the desire of becoming the business partner of Mr. Edison. No matter what it takes for him, no matter what, and more importantly, no matter the amount of time. Okay, maybe young Barnes did not know it at the time, but his bulldog determination, his persistence in standing back of a single desire was destined to now down, to more than all opposition and bring him the opportunity he was seeking. When the opportunity came, see, listen, when the opportunity came, it appeared in a different form. This is the real game of life, all right? It appeared in a different form and from a different direction than Bernard had expected. You know, most of the time, your opportunities came. It's still coming your way, but it appears in different forms that you didn't realize it because you want something in a certain way, but what it is that you want, it won't happen in the way that you wanted or you expected. It will happen in a different way, in a different form. If you are well trained for that, you're gonna recognize that this is the opportunity. Okay, that is one of the tricks of opportunity. Yes, c'est the peer de l'opportunité. It has a slight habit of slipping in by the back door, and often it comes disguised. Ça vient déguiser, ça se déguise, l'opportunité se déguise. Disguised in the form of misfortune. from the malheur. Can you imagine that? Misfortune or temporary defeat. Oh my gosh. It reminds me everything that I went through before I got to know this material. I was losing, and I was losing big, so big, in a big way. Because when I wanted something and it didn't happen the way I expected, I rejected. I rejected. Yes, I rejected. It will remind me, recently I experienced a situation, a particular situation. You know, I was invited to attend a conference, an international conference. Okay. And I was invited on behalf of my lecturer or my professor. So when I showed up, there was, I mean, they didn't book, okay, the hotels in my name. Can you imagine that? And there was no, I mean, no, how can I say, no per diem, okay? So nothing at all. So I got to cover the expenses, all the expenses by myself. Okay. Since I was away, and I'm still, since I was and I am aware of this material, I knew instantly that this is an opportunity, but an opportunity that was disguised, okay, in misfortune or temporary defeat. So I accepted. I accepted everything, and I pay my hotel, I pay my meals, everything. Okay, every expenses I cover. And then I reported to my lecturer, to my professor, and he just he just forwarded the letter, okay, the proof that I am attending the conference on behalf of him. So he forwarded the proof to the committee, okay, the organizers. And look at what happened finally, okay, in at the closing day of the webinar, and not webinar, of the conference, the organizer, the institution, right, accepted not only I got funded, okay, all my expenses, so they reimbursed me, but oh my God, it was so interesting. They gave me all the advantages. I can't tell you the amount of money I got from this experience. But imagine that if I was not aware of of this material, of this truth, okay, about success, I would say, oh no, I can afford, I can leave my home uh, town, okay, to get to a webinar, a conference, and I gotta pay my hotel, my meals, etc. What for? You know, and I would have said everything negatively. I would have said everything, and the results, I would have quitted. I would have gave up on the opportunity to attend the conference. This is the perfect example of that. And I experienced it. And the last time oh, you see, this is how it happens that we miss out on the opportunity to accomplish our goals, because opportunity won't happen the way you expect them to happen, right? So powerful, very powerful. Where was I? Okay. Yes, perhaps this is why so many fail to recognize opportunity. Mr. Edison had just, okay, perfected a new office device known at that time as the Edison dieting machine, now the Edison phone. Yes, his salesmen were not enthusiastic over the machine. They did not believe it could be soul without great effort. Barnard saw his opportunity. Can you imagine that? Barnard saw his opportunity. He had crawled in quietly, hidden in a curious looking machine which interested no one but Barnard and the inventor, right? Barnard knew he could sell the Edison dictating machine. He suggested this to Edison and promptly got his chance. He did sell the machine. In fact, he sold it so successfully that Edison gave him a contract to distribute and market it all over the nation. Out of that business association grew the slogan, made by Edison and installed by Barnett. What a beautiful story. You know, where no one saw opportunity, Barnett saw it. So in the real life, you can see where people are, let's say, complaining about you can see an opportunity. Yes. If you take a close look, if you have a close look at it, you're gonna turn it into opportunity. So where people are complaining, where there are complaints, you can turn it into opportunity. The Business Alliance has been in operation for more than 30 years. Out of it, Barnes has made himself rich in money. But he has done something infinitely greater. He has proved that one really may think and grow rich. Okay? How much actual cash that original desire of Barnes has been worth to him, I have no way of knowing. Perhaps it has brought him $2 or $3 million. But the amount, whatever it is, becomes insignificant when compared with the greater asset he acquired in the form of definite knowledge that an intangible impulse of thought can be transmitted into its physical counterpart by the application of known principle. This is so manifesting a goal is not about what we get, it is about who we become. When you manifest something big, it enhances your own value. And you realize that yes, you are someone that you are someone who are really worthy. Okay, you deserve it. So your whole being is really enhanced. Your whole being is cherished. Your whole being is valued. Okay, that has literally forced himself into partnership with the great Edison. He fought himself into a force. Okay, he had nothing to start with, nothing, literally nothing. It only takes your thinking and your feeling. Yes, you don't need to have something to start off. You just need to have the right thinking and the right feeling and stay the course until whatever it is that you deserve happens. Okay? So he had nothing to start with except the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to stand by that desire until he realized it. He had no money to begin with. He had bought little education. Yes, we talk about intellect, Dr. Medak, right? He had bought little education. He had no influence, but he did have initiative, faith, and the will to win. With these intangible forces, he made himself number one man with the greatest inventor who ever lived, qui ait jamais vécu. Now, let us look at a different situation and study a man who had plenty of tangible evidence of riches, but lost it because he stopped 3 feet short of the goal he was seeking. This will be the chapter of our next session. So I'm gonna pause here. 3 feet from gold. We're gonna study 3 feet, how a man who was 3 feet from gold quit and lost everything. So I'm gonna pause here. If you have question or contribution, please time is up for you to come on so that we have, we still have 5 minutes to close. Thank you very much. I hope you appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tosh. So
You're welcome.
we will take the question from the audience. Dr. Ajiba, Dr. Meda.
Dr. Meda puts his hands up, so you can give him the floor, please.
Yes, yes, Dr. Meda, you have the floor.
Thank you, dear Jerome, for sharing today this masterpiece. It's incredible, actually. And I do not have questions because it's also a material that I've been studying for a few months now. And yeah, I do have some reflections, some little contribution that, of course, if you allow it, I wanna
Yes,
share.
yes, go ahead, Doctor. No worries.
So there are two key things I would like to talk about.
Yes,
And the first one is to be very clear about what you want, your goal.
perfect.
It's so important, and it's actually a disaster that most people are not even aware of that. You know, I have a group of people that I coach
Yes,
to get to secure global opportunities. Among them, there are students who want to get a scholarship. There are young professionals who want to get more opportunities, mainly abroad. And I always start.
You are muted, Dr.
you
Meda.
are muted, Doctor. Yes. Sorry.
What happened because I did not even touch.
Yes, maybe.
It's
Sorry. Okay.
crazy. So I was saying how I realize, and I'm talking based on my own experience, what I witness.
Yes.
So many people that I help to secure global opportunities, and always I start asking them, what is your goal? And
Yes.
what is your timeline? And you need to write it down.
Yes.
And I would say 99% of the time, they will tell you, what does this have with scholarship, with a job, with internship?
Good one.
Every time you will see people asking you
Yes.
that question. Because the thing is, when hardship, when misfortune will come your way,
Yes.
because it will always come your way, you need uh, to be focused, not to lose track of your
Yes.
goal. And that's how it's important to have a definite, very clear
Yes.
goal. And the second thing
Yes.
I would like to talk about is you said something, you said that as soon as you conceive it, it
Yes.
actually means that it already exists somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's a parallel uh, world, is the spiritual world, wherever it is, maybe we don't know it, but it already exists. And the thing is that actually in our physical life, the future is actually now.
Yes.
The future is now.
Now.
And that is one of the trap of procrastination.
Yes.
Because when you think that your future is not now and you don't act now,
Yes.
you don't dress like your future self,
Yes.
don't act like your future self, you will regret it later.
So
So we really need, I think this is the kind of material that should be taught in primary school.
yes,
And
primary
so
school.
I think we need to replace a lot of the not so important things
Yes.
uh,
All the things.
in our educational system because we can see the limits today, we can see the result today. We need to replace them with things like that. And to add, I don't know, also maybe things related to financial intelligence,
Yes,
all those
absolutely.
things. Because we live in a world of abundance,
Yes.
but most people are not even aware of that.
Yes.
We live in the fear of lack,
Yes.
but we forget that you only attract what is dominant in your thoughts. So I really think that this is a great book. And for those who do not have it yet, I think it's a good investment.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah,
My
that's
God.
just what I wanted to.
So precious. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear doctor. I can, I mean, emphasize better. I can say better. Yes, this is the truth. This is the truth. I can tell you how many of people who are begging, asking me for money. Please send me money. I said, what is going on with you? Eh? What is going on with you? Come, I will teach you. It is better than I teach you that how much money I can give you to make you, I mean, happy. For how long? Yes. And there is a virus people created nowadays, and you put it very well. This is the virus of fear. Fear, fear, fear. You know what? Because we are not studying these books, this material on a daily basis. That's why we gotta take the decision to study this every Saturday, every Saturday. And it is, oh my God. Oh,
And you said something that is so precious. I don't know
yes.
if other attendees they at least notice it. You said that the the game of life is raged.
Yes,
And so if the game is raged, then you need to know the rules. Otherwise,
absolutely.
you will never win a rich game.
Never ever.
And it's so important because it we all have the proof of it in our everyday life. And yeah, I think it's an amazing initiative
Yes,
to study such
yes,
uh, an intemporal, uh,
absolutely.
not only bestseller, but I think this is a very great book,
Thank you.
really.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear Dr. Miller, for your support. Thank you, because not everyone is understanding, okay, the true meaning of this material. And that's the puzzle, that's the challenge. Even though you are suggesting them something, something much better, they do not recognize. They do not
But
recognize that. Personally, I paid to Napoleon Hill Institute money to get all this material. Believe me, you know, but we are offering this to people freely. So free of charge. But you see, they are not even aware of the value of it. That's ignorance. Ignorance is our enemy. Ignorance is our enemy. And we need to combat, we need to fight against ignorance. And you are the light. You are the light. So it if you have your friends, please share with them so that every Saturday we study, we share. It's not only about me, it is about you, it's about everyone, so that we share. You know, when you speak, it inspires me. Yes, there are some aspects of the material that you reveal. And I said, yes, this is it. I gotta get it. You know,
You know,
oh my God, I'm living this. I'm not teaching this. I'm living this. Let me tell you, everything I'm doing, I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting. And I do not count on somebody. I do not rely on someone. Believe me, I'm not saying that to impress you. No, but to press upon you. Recently, and my wife can give a testimony. I wrote down that I'm gonna travel to another country. I don't know how it will happen. I have no idea about it. I just dream of it and I imagine. You know, later on, I applied to international and a consultancy position. My goodness. And the lady sent me a mail. She said that yes, you are selected. And I said, me, I'm selected. How come that I'm selected? Global position international. That way people compete. People with PhD degree with more than 10 years, 20 years with experience. She said I'm selected. I couldn't believe that. And I sent, I showed uh, the email to her, come and agree with me. Is it real or I don't know. Is it real that this is the truth? She said, yes, you are selected. My goodness. And I spent more than 3 months at hotel. 3 months!
mhm.
I could never imagine that me, an international institute, will pay for me 3 months at hotel. I will never imagine, never ever, never ever, without counting on Islam. No one. Yes. You know, so anyone can manifest it. Anyone. Okay? If we stay the course, if we never give up and we stick to our goals, no matter the distraction, turn off the distraction, please, and stay course. I'm gonna tell you, it will happen. And most of the time, you know what? The lady said that, okay, we want to have an interview. And I said, interview? And when she came in, I was well prepared. She came, she said, no, I just want to explain you your role. I just want to, you know, when it came, you know, it came with zero effort. Zero effort. You
Yeah.
have to do nothing. God is so good. If there is someone you want to study, you want to, love, you want to be with every time, it is God. Please get to know about God who really, and He's within us so that we can manifest anything. I am really convinced that no matter the time it will take, but I'm gonna manifest. I have another big goal right now. I put in my desk every day. I look at it, and I feel I emotionalize like it's already happened. Yes, it's a big goal. I have no idea how it will happen. No idea. No way. And I only count on God. I rely on God that one day it will happen. And I will give. Sometimes I have that. It is natural. I have that sometimes. Yes. And most of the time that comes from your family. My wife said, okay, who do you think you are? Do you think that you can manifest? And I was laughing and said, it will manifest. I will manifest. It may take some time, but I will manifest. Because when I will reach the frequency, bongo, bingo, it will manifest. So thank you very much, Dr.
Well, Jerome, I want to add a last thing.
Yes, go ahead, doctor.
I don't know if you realize
Mhm.
how important it is to study, to gather
Yes,
friends, acquaintances, and people together
perfect.
to study this material.
Yes.
It's actually life changing. Uh, a few months ago,
Mhm.
I bought some personal development books.
Yes.
I didn't intend to buy a book that day, but
Yes.
I saw a guy. I was actually in Benin.
Okay.
I saw a guy carrying tons of books, and I said, "Okay, let's let's just see what he has."
Mhm.
And I saw two good books, very good books. One from uh, Dr. Joseph Murphy,
Yes, Joseph Murphy.
and another one from, I can't remember now the name of the author. And since that day I bought the four books from the guy.
Mhm.
So since he realized that I was interested in personal development books, he proposed to sell me Think and Grow
Great.
Rich. And I smiled because I have it. I
Okay.
had it, but the thing is, I was actually wondering why
Mhm.
someone who is selling a book like Think and Go Rich might still be suffering. And I asked him, "Are you literate?
Hmm?
Can you read?" He
Yes.
said, "Yes." And I asked him, "How many of your own book, the books you sell, how many of them do you read?"
Yes.
And he was saying something. I said, "Okay, well, this one, Think and Grow Rich, did you at least read it?"
Mhm.
He said, "Well, he started and this and that." I say, "I recommend you
Yes.
to read,
Right.
not only to read it, but to put it in
Yeah.
practice. And
Absolutely.
this is gonna change your life."
Yes.
And the guy told me, "Well, it's easy for you to say that because when I see you, I think that you are successful, so you can say that. But
Yes.
me, you don't know anything about me.
You
I'm
see?
struggling." I say, "But
Complain.
you either don't know my story, you know nothing about me.
Yes.
You just assume. But from everything you said, if I had to tell you my story,
Yes.
you will realize that actually you are not suffering."
Yes.
So this is an advice. Read that book and put it into practice
Wow.
because it's something that can change your perspective,
Yes.
and it will educate more people.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really good initiative.
Absolutely.
I want to stop there to let other people also contribute.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for
you. Thank you so much, dear doctor. It is, I mean, it is, oh, thank you. I can feel it. Thank you for your powerful contribution. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. So over to you, Dr. Muriel. If there are other
Thank
contributions
you.
before we close, yes.
Dr. Meda, you put it very well. It
Thank you.
is like you and coach have together prepared this presentation. So you are like in good communication, I can say like that.
we are on the same wave.
Yeah,
Same way. Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely true.
And
Congratulations, both of you.
it's
Thank
not
you.
a surprise.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Xiaomi
Yes, someone
and
can.
Dr. Ajiba, have you something to add?
If you
Me,
can
I want to.
introduce yourself, please. Uh, yes, the newcomer, can you please unmute your mic, please? And yes, we want to know about you. We want to learn about you. So if you may even turn on your camera so that we see you, it will be great. Thank you. Take it away.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It is not Xiaomi, it is Fatai, Mr. Fatai. And
Oh, boss, why are you doing like that?
I just joined you to follow your presentation. I don't have anything to show.
Okay, Dr. Miller, thank you, boss.
Thank
So,
you, Coach.
Mr. Fatai, thank you so much to be with us every time.
Thank you, Dr. Miriam.
So, this evening, I'm so happy because I had this book, Think and Grow Rich, but I didn't finish it since many years ago now. So, I'm so happy to re-see again uh, this part of this book who helped me also to rethink to be successful. And I learned today how living from the end means. This means thinking, feeling, and acting as if your desired outcome has already happened. And I think it is so powerful if we can see like that and think like that. The success will come definitely, I think. So thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, Dr. Meda, and everyone that attend this webinar. Coach said that this webinar will not stop, and I think it is a good idea. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I don't know if Coach Jerome has also something to add before closing this webinar.
No, it's okay. You said everything, and I want to
Okay.
thank you for hosting me, and thank you. I want to say big thank you to all the brilliant attendees, Dr. Mida, Dr. Ajiba, yourself, and Mr. Fatay, and really thank you. God bless you. And we set a new appointment for the next Saturday because we're gonna study this book entirely. Believe me, entirely. Okay, and you're gonna see the results. Miracle will happen. Miracle do happen. That will happen for you. No matter your
Thank you so
personal
much.
thought, no matter who you are, no matter where you start from. Okay. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Coach, for your time. Thank you for this brilliant material that we share with us this evening. We are so grateful. So thank you, everyone, and have a good
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Dr. Meda, do you wanna say?
Yes, 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 Dr.
Yeah,
Meda.
I just want to recommend everyone to make sure to purchase this material. It's
Yeah.
really really important. I read it several times, and every time I'm reading it again, it's like a rediscovery. It's
Yeah,
it's a roadmap success. And then I'm not even exaggerating.
Exactly, the roadmap. This is the word I was looking for.
Map,
Thank you.
really.
Yes,
You are
thank
using
you.
words,
The roadmap. And you know,
romance.
doctor, you know what? When you read it and you read it, it ignites your faith. It ignites. That is how word for it ignites your faith. Every time you read it, it ignites. So not just read it once, read it over and over, over and over. And we will read it in community together like that. So it ignites our faith. Powerful. Thank you. Someone came in, I don't know, Samson. Who is Samson? Please, would you mind introducing yourself to the audience? And if you can turn on your camera, it will be a good idea. We appreciate it. Who is Samson, please? Just
Oh,
in 1 minute.
it's Emanuela.
Oh, my goodness. Welcome. Turn on your camera, please, so that I can see you. Right?
Oh, wait, I'm in a bed.
Come again.
He is
I
in
was in, I was in
Oh,
my bed.
yes. Oh my goodness. Here is my sister-in-law from Paris. So yes, she joined us to say hello. But you came late. We
We don't
much
have the
close.
same hour, so I was in chat with some friend
Mhm.
in Hello Talk, and since we have 1 hour different between us, I don't see the hour. That's why.
All right. All right. So
And actually, I'm in Strasbourg to do something, and so I'm not in Normandy right now.
Fantastic. I appreciate it. Thank you for attending. Thank you for joining us. But do
Yeah.
you say your words, okay, to the audience, you know? Oh, please, you may say hello to Mrs. Emanuela, if you will. Dr.
Yes, good
Muriel,
evening.
Dr.
Good
Thank
evening, everyone.
you to join us.
I joined too late, I think.
Nice to meet you from
Nice to
Benin.
meet you too. Yeah? I'm so Beninese girl.
Yes, she's Beninese, right? By the way, nice to meet you because you do not meet her in person. Nice to meet you, right?
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you, Emanuela.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Beninese girl, don't worry about it. I was born in Benin before coming here. I just come here for the study.
But
Okay.
she is completely established there, right? So even though she's still Beninese, right? So yes,
I'm Beninese before I'm being French girl.
yes. All right, Dr. Muriel, it's up to you to close now, right? So
So thank you so much
you're welcome.
again, Coach.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
once again, good night, everyone, and we can say see you next week.
Yes, next
Um,
Saturday.
next Saturday. Okay,
Yes,
next Saturday. And Emanuela, be on time for the next Saturday.
she will.
Yeah, I will try because I know that you have 1 hour gap between yours, and I will try to get in the same line as you.
Thank you in advance.
You're
So
welcome.
yes, good night
Good
and
night to
see
you
you.
too.
All
Yes.
right, bye for now, guys. God bless you. Thank you,
See
Doctor.
you.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.